Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of coin collecting, US currency history, or just curious about the change in your pocket, you're in the right place. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the 2001 US 1-cent coin, specifically the version without a mint mark. For those who are new to coin collecting or just starting to pay closer attention to coins, you might be wondering what makes this coin special, how to identify it, and whether it's worth more than a penny. Now, we're going to explore everything there is to know about this common yet often overlooked coin. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover the secrets of the 2001 no mint mark penny. Let's begin with the basics. The 2001 1-cent coin, like all standard pennies produced in that era, features the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln on the front, or obverse side. This portrait has been in use since 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner, and it's one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. The reverse side of the 2001 penny features the Lincoln Memorial, which was first introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The Lincoln Memorial design remained on the reverse until it was replaced in 2009 by the Lincoln Bicentennial Series. Now let's talk about the composition. In 2001, the penny was made of copper-plated zinc. This means the core of the coin is primarily zinc, with a thin layer of copper on the outside. Each coin weighs about 2.5 grams and measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter. This composition has been in place since 1982, when the U.S. Mint switched from solid copper due to rising metal costs. So what does it mean when we say no mint mark? Well, U.S. coins often have a small letter stamped beneath the date on the obverse side, indicating where they were minted. For example, a D indicates the Denver Mint, while an S stands for San Francisco. If there's no letter at all, that usually means the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. That's the case with the 2001 no mint mark penny. These coins were minted in Philadelphia, and the absence of a mint mark is completely normal for this location during that time. Now you might be wondering, are these coins rare? Are they valuable? Let's talk mintage numbers. The Philadelphia Mint struck a staggering 5.6 billion pennies in 2001. That's billion with a B. So from a rarity standpoint, these coins are not hard to find. In fact, most people probably have one or more of them lying around without even realizing it. But don't tune out just yet, because even though these coins are common, there are a few exceptions that collectors keep an eye out for. That's where things start to get interesting. One of the key areas collectors look at is condition. A 2001 no mint mark penny found in circulation might not be worth more than face value, but if you come across one in brilliant uncirculated condition, especially if it's been graded MS65 or higher by PCGS or NGC, it could be worth a few dollars, sometimes more. Coins in mint state with full red luster are particularly desirable. The color grade red, red-brown, or brown can significantly affect value. Full red coins that haven't darkened over time are the top tier. Now, let's get into the world of errors and varieties. While the 2001 no mint mark penny isn't known for any major or widely recognized errors like some other years, there are always possibilities when you're dealing with billions of coins. Collectors have reported minor errors including die cracks, die chips, off-center strikes, and double die obverse. These can occur when the die used to strike the coin becomes worn or damaged, or when the coin isn't properly aligned during the striking process. Let's break down a few of these potential errors. First, die cracks and die chips. These occur when the die used to strike the coin develops a crack or chip, and that imperfection is transferred onto the coin during the striking process. You might see what looks like raised lines or blobs of metal on the coin, particularly around the edges, lettering, or Lincoln's profile. These types of errors are relatively common and might only add a small premium unless they are dramatic. Next, off-center strikes. These happen when the coin blank, or planchet, isn't properly aligned with the die. The result is a coin where part of the design is missing. Off-center strikes that are about 5% to 10% off might not be very valuable, but if the coin is 50% off-center and still shows a full date, it can be worth a lot more, sometimes tens of dollars depending on the severity and eye appeal. Then there are double die errors, one of the most sought-after types. These happen when the die is imprinted twice with a slightly misaligned image, creating a doubling effect. This doubling can often be seen in the date, the word liberty, or in God we trust. While no major double die varieties are confirmed for the 2001 no Mintmark penny, minor doubling might still be found with a loupe or microscope and can attract the attention of variety collectors. Another thing collectors look for is struck through errors, where foreign material gets between the die and planchet during striking. This might be grease, fabric, or other debris, leaving an unusual impression. While these errors are random, they are fun to hunt for and can add to a coin's collectability. Let's also talk about die deterioration doubling, which is common but not considered a true double die. This is caused by a worn die that causes the letters or numbers to appear slightly distorted or blurry. These coins aren't usually worth a premium, but they can be mistaken for more valuable varieties, especially by new collectors. Now let's shift focus to grading. Coin grading is the process of evaluating a coin's condition and assigning it a numerical grade, usually on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70. A coin graded MS60 to MS63 is considered uncirculated, but might have many bag marks or lack luster. MS64 and MS65 are higher quality with fewer marks. MS66 to MS70 coins are very high-end and often command significant premiums. If you think you have a high-grade 2001 penny, it might be worth submitting to a professional grading service, especially if it has full red color and no visible marks. When it comes to market value, most 2001 no Mintmark pennies in circulated condition are still worth just 1 cent. But a coin graded MS66 or higher could fetch anywhere from $5 to $25, depending on the market and demand. Higher grades with full red color could go for even more. Error coins or coins with unique features might bring in additional value depending on rarity and condition. So, should you be checking your change? Absolutely. While the odds of finding a valuable 2001 no Mintmark penny are slim, it doesn't cost anything to look. And for many collectors, half the fun is in the hunt. Every coin has a story to tell, and the 2001 penny is no exception. Before we wrap up, let's talk about storage and care. If you're saving pennies for your collection, keep them in a cool, dry place. Use coin flips, holders, or albums designed for long-term storage. Avoid handling coins with your bare hands. Use cotton gloves to prevent oils from damaging the surface, especially for uncirculated coins. Over time, even a minor smudge can affect a coin's grade and value. Alright, that's our deep dive into the 2001 US 1-cent coin without a Mintmark. While it may seem like an ordinary penny at first glance, there's more to it than meets the eye. From minting history and composition to grading, error hunting, and market value, this coin represents a perfect example of why numismatics can be such a rewarding hobby. If you found a 2001 penny with no Mintmark, take a moment to look at its condition. Check for doubling, off-center strikes, or other unusual features. It might just be worth a second look, or even a place in your collection. Thanks so much for spending your time with me today. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into US coins, make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below. Have you found any interesting 2001 pennies? Do you collect by year, Mintmark, or error type? I'd love to hear your story. Until next time, happy collecting, and keep checking that change.